everyone. Well, I was here. Yeah, we did. Oh, we still have it. I don't know why they said no. Like we had it at 10:30. Sorry. All right. Well, welcome everyone. Let's just sit back, find a comfortable seat, and just start by closing the eyes. Slowly working your way down, trying to release tension anywhere we can. So relaxing the muscles in the face, shoulders down away from the ears. Just place the hands on your thighs. So start taking notice of your breath, trying to slow it down as much as we can. Making sure on the inhale, we're really filling up the lungs. And on the exhale, really making sure you're letting it all out. It's starting to bring that breath down lower. So when you breathe in, you're feeling your belly expand. And as you breathe out, the belly comes back in. And I want you to try to start to even out the breath. So the amount of time you breathe in is the same amount of time you breathe out. And with each breath, maybe extending that time a second more. Just get into a place where you can maintain that breath. Just trying to keep the attention here, making sure that we're not thinking about things to do later. Focusing on the breath, focusing on your movement. And always know that anytime you need rest, you're welcome to take a seat, take a few breaths, and join back in. So just continuing with a couple more breaths here. And I want to start by loosening up some of the muscles in the neck. So just starting to look from side to side. Dipping the chin as you come through the center. Going nice and slow. And the next time you come to your right side, I want you to pause and hold. So you're looking down over your right shoulder. You're feeling the stretch on the left side of the neck. One more breath in. Exhale, release. Roll out the shoulders. And then we're going to go to the left side. So looking down over your left shoulder, feeling the stretch on the right side of your neck. One more breath in. Exhale, release. Roll out the shoulders. And then we'll go sit more towards the edge of the chair now. Sit up nice and tall. And we'll get into our seated cat counts. So as we inhale, we're going to reach out, lift the chest, maybe even look up. And as you breathe out, you're gonna round the spine, push forward. Inhale, expand. Exhale, round the spine. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, round the spine. Inhale, lift and expand. Exhale, round the spine. 2 more. Inhale, lift and expand. Exhale, round the spine, push forward. Last one. Inhale, expand. Exhale, round the spine, push forward. And inhale, sit up nice and tall. And then we're going to get to a gentle twist in the upper back. So, bring my arms out in front of me. I'm going to follow my thumbs one at a time. Inhale, sit up nice and tall. Exhale, twist into one side. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, switch. And just start to follow your own breath. Making sure you exhale and twist. Inhale as you come back to center. Go at your own pace, nice and slow. Not forcing the twist. A couple more times on each side. And after that last one, roll out the shoulders. So going a little deeper into a twist. I'm going to take my right hand and put it on my right knee, and my left arm is going to feed through. And I'm going to bring the shoulder towards the thigh. It doesn't
Thank you for calling the Bayside Family YMCA. This is Catherine.
Hi, Catherine calling. There's 3 of us that are waiting for the 10:30 chair yoga, and it doesn't look like we're getting it. I can only see the other 2 people.
Huh. Interesting. Is it,
Same thing on the other side. So left hand up.
Because I can see the class that's going on right now. So
Through.
Well, there's 2 other people that are still waiting.
okay, hold on one moment. How did you sign up, Pat?
Online.
Okay, hold on.
One more breath in.
3,
Exhale. Come on.
and
So from here.
yeah, and there's, like I say, there's 2 other people that are waiting here too. So
So making sure that
it's actually going on right now.
Yeah, I just actually, because I oversee a lot of the live streaming, I was actually.
and just make sure the weight of your body is even in the foot. So you're not too forward in the toes or too back in the heels. Pressing evenly down. And we'll inhale, come on up. And then I'm going to drop my left arm. And I'm going to reach over, get a nice side stretch here. One more breath in. Exhale, come back to center. Roll it out. And then inhale, come on up. Now I'm going to drop the right arm and come on over the other way. One more breath in. And then exhale, come on out. Roll it out. All right. So now we're going to turn our chairs around so we can face our chair now. I'm just going to turn sideways so you can kind of see me better. All right. So getting back to that same hip stance. So you just want to bring it all the way to the edge. So actually all the way to the end of the back, just so you have the room in the back. Yep. So getting into that same stance, go inhale, come on up. And as you exhale, we're going to hinge the hips. And I'm just going to come down halfway. So the hands can stay at the hips, or you can bring the hands to the chair. And just take notice to how your back is feeling. You might just stay here today. But if you can, maybe going a little lower. Maybe the elbows come to the chair. Trying to keep the spine long though, so we're not rounded and tight. If it still feels good for your low back, maybe the fingertips come to the floor. But if you're feeling any pain in the low back, come up a little higher. If you get some tightness behind the legs, you can always bend the knees. And from here, I want to sway side to side, just shifting the body weight. So you can grab elbow to elbow, maybe just shift side to side, or you can keep the hands on the chair, and maybe just move the hips back and forth. And then find that stillness again. And then I want to try rocking back and forth. So we're going into the toes, back into the heels, and just feeling the shifting weight forward and back. And then find that center again. So we're pressing evenly through the feet. And on your next inhale, nice and slow, we'll come all the way up. And as we exhale, going right back through. So keep the spine nice and long as we hinge forward. And then we'll inhale up to that halfway lift. Exhale, full. Inhale all the way up, nice and slow. One more. Exhale, fold and forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up. All right, so now we add on. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Now as we exhale, we're going to grab the chair and we're going to step our feet back to plank. So we're trying to get our shoulders right over our wrists. So we want to make sure you're not collapsing in the shoulders. Really press into the chair. And then make sure your hips aren't collapsing. The hips up. Just hold it for a couple more breaths. One more breath in. And as you exhale, we'll shift the hips back to down dog. So we're getting the spine nice and long. If you got some tightness behind the legs, you can bend the knees. And then just make sure your elbows are not flaring out. You want to wrap them in to protect the shoulders. And then from here, maybe you pedal out this first one. So you're raising the heels up and down. Waking up those muscles in the calves and the hamstrings. And then I want to go back and forth between down dog and plank a few times. So find that stillness again. Settle in your down dog. And on your next inhale, we're going to run forward into plank. As you exhale, back to down dog. Inhale, round, forward, plank. Exhale, shift the hips back, down dog. One more. Inhale, rounding forward, coming into plank. Exhale, down dog. On your next inhale, walk the feet forward, come into that halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, all the way up. All right. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, stepping back to plank. So you can stay in plank, but the next option would be to come into up dog. So you're pulling the chest through, but you're not flexing the hips. Want to make sure the hips stay up. And then on you exhale, we shift back to down dog. Just adding a little extra step there. Inhale, walking forward, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, nice and slow, all the way up. All right. Again, exhale, fold and forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step back to plank. Forward for the up dog as you inhale. Exhale, back, down dog. Inhale, walking forward, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. All right. So now we add on again. Inhale, flat up. Now we're going to come into chair pose. So the hips come back, the chest stays up, and the weight of your body goes into the heels of your feet. The more you get those hips back, the more you'll get into the heels. And for your shoulders, if this is comfortable, you can stay right here. If it feels better to take the arms out wide to take some of the pressure off, do that too. You can even just bring the hands to heart center if that feels best. Whatever feels good for your body. We're just going to hold here for a couple more breaths. You're going to feel the warmness starting to build up, the legs, everywhere. One more breath in. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, half the plank. Forward for the up dog as you inhale. Exhale, back, down dog. All right, let's take one breath in. Let it out. We're going to set up for our first lunge. So I'm going to step the right foot forward. And I want to make sure this right knee is coming over my ankle. And then my left leg is straight behind me. I'm pressing into the ball of the foot. And just start by lifting the chest. So I'm building this nice strong foundation with the legs. And then when we're ready, go inhale on up. So maybe the hips just come over. That big spot between the legs, and we bring the hands to the hips. Maybe the arms come up. So same option for the arms. You always take out one or bring the hands to heart center. That feels better. And then the other thing to look out for is you still have hip distance with the legs. We're not walking it tightly and having one in front of the other. You still got that distance. And if you're feeling a little wobbly, you can even walk this right foot out further. So you got a little bit more stability. So one more breath in. Exhale, grabbing the chair, stepping back to the plank. Forward for the up dog as you inhale. Exhale, back, down dog. Take a breath in. Let it out. And then we're going to step the left foot forward. Same thing, getting that knee over the ankle. This time the right leg is straight behind us. Pressing into the ball of the foot. Lifting the chest. And you're feeling stable. Make your way up. Hands to the hips. Maybe the arms come up. Nice steady breaths. Always make sure you're not holding your breath. One more breath in. Exhale. Hands to the chair, step back to plank. Forward for the up dog as you inhale. Exhale back, down dog. Deep breath in. Let it out. Inhale, step it forward. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, chair. So hips go back, chest comes up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step back to plank. Forward for the up dog as you inhale. Exhale, back, down dog. All right, right foot steps forward. Setting up for that lunge, get the foundation strong. And then we'll inhale. Coming out. So I'm going to find a small twist here. So I'm going to bring the arms out wide. Take a breath in. And as you exhale, twist to the right, right over this right thigh. It's just a small twist. We're not going too far here. One more breath in. Exhale, come on out, grab the chair, step the right foot back here in plank. Forward for the up dog as you inhale. Exhale back, down dog. Nice deep breath in. Exhale. And then the left foot steps forward. Get your foundation set. And then inhale, come on up. Back to our lunge. Same thing, arms out wide. Take a breath in. And then we're going to exhale, twist to the left, right over this left thigh. One more breath in. Exhale, come on up. Grab the chair. Step back to plank. Forward for the up dog as you inhale. Exhale back. Down dog. Nice deep breath in. Let it out. Inhale. Walking forward. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, coming into chair. Hips come back, chest is up. One more breath in. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step back to plank. Forward with the up dog as you inhale. Exhale, back, down dog. All right. One more lunge for this round. Right foot steps forward. Inhale, come right up to that lunge. So this is where I like to invite movement. We'll bring the hands to the hips. And you're welcome to stay right here. But if you want to add some movement to this, we're going to put a little bend to this left leg behind us. And as we inhale, we're going to straighten both legs. As we exhale, lunge down. Inhale, come on up. Exhale, down. Inhale on up. Exhale down. Two more. Inhale on up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Hold. Take a breath in. Exhale. Hands in the chair. Step back to plank. Forward for the up dog as you inhale. Exhale back. Down dog. Couple of breaths. Nice deep inhale. Let it out. Inhale. Let it out. And now the other side. Left foot steps forward. Strong foundation. Then inhale up. And again, if you want to add movement to the side, we'll bring the hands to the hips. This time a small bend in this right leg behind us. Inhale, both legs straight. Exhale, come on down. Inhale on up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. 2, 1. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Hold. Take a breath in. Exhale. Hands to the chair. Step back to the plank. Forward for the up dog as you inhale. Exhale back. Down dog. 2 breaths. Nice deep inhale. Let it out. Inhale. Let it out. Inhale, walking forward. Halfway lift. Exhale, hold. Inhale, chair. Hold the chair, let the breath out. Then inhale, stand up. Arms down, shake it out. All right, so now we're going to straddle our back, so the legs are going to come out wide. And we're going to have the feet pointing forward. And we're just going to have the hands at the hips. And we're just going to start hinting at the hips with a nice long spine. And I want to come down halfway. So I'm keeping both legs straight. The hands can come to the chair if you want to. Or the hands can stay at the hips, whatever works. If there's any tightness behind the legs, just bring the feet in a little closer. If you need a little more stretch, you can spread the feet out a little wider. You'll feel it behind the legs, you'll feel it inside the thighs. And if it feels good to hold here, hold here. If you want to go a little deeper, the elbows can come to the chair. Or the fingertips can come to the floor. But I want to try and keep the spine nice and long. I'm just going to hold here for a few breaths. One more breath in. Let it out. And if you're not already, we'll bring the hands up to the chair. And now I'm going to point my feet out diagonal. And I want to get into this lunge back and forth. So it's nice and slow. We're just playing around with the hips. So what that looks like in this angle, you're just kind of going back and forth. So the hands can always be on the chair, or you can have the hands up on the hips. If you want to go a little deeper, you can walk the fingertips on the floor. A lot of options to play with. Just try it out. So from here, we're going to stop and sink into our right side. So I'm just going to mirror you. So it's sinking into this right hip, and my left foot is going to point forward. So the hands can be on the chair, hands can be at the hips, or the fingertips on the floor. But you're going to feel a nice stretch in this inner left thigh. Just make sure this knee is going right over your foot. So it's not collapsing or pushing too far out. One more breath in. Exhale, coming back to center. Point out the left foot now, sinking into that left side, and now the right foot's going to point forward. So same thing, hands can be on the chair, the hips, or if you want to go a little deeper, the fingertips on the floor. But now you're going to get that deep stretch on the inner right thigh. One more breath in. Exhale, come back to center. Point both feet out now. And on your next inhale, come up all the way. Now I want to come into a little squat now. So I'm slowly going to work my way down. You always have the hands on the chair while you do this. Or maybe the hands come to the hips. And settle in. Check out the knees. Make sure they're pushed back over the ankles so they're not collapsing in. And the knees are in the same direction as the toes. And then maybe the arms come up. Just hold in here for a few breaths. One more breath in. Exhale, hands to the hips. Straighten the legs. Walk the feet back in. Shake it up. All right. All right, again. I always go to the wrong side and face the wrong way. So we're getting back into our hip distance stance without feet. We're going to inhale, flat up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands to the chair, but I'm only going to step back the left foot. So we're set up in that lunge position that we had before. Now this time we're going to drop that left heel to the ground so that left foot is pointing up at an angle towards the left corner of your mat. And this right foot, we're going to walk it towards the middle of the mat. So the back of our right heel is lining up with the middle of our left foot. And when we get that foundation set, then we'll come up into our warrior two. So you're facing out towards your left side. And we're looking right over our right hand. And then check the shoulders. Make sure you're not spiking the shoulders up. Relax them down. Hold it for 2 more breaths. And then we'll bring some movement in. So we'll inhale, straighten the front leg, reach up, maybe even look up. Exhale, float back down. Inhale, come on up. Exhale, back down. Inhale on up. Exhale, back down. So that right hand's going to turn up towards the ceiling. We're going to reverse our warrior. So our left hand can come to the hip, and we're going to reach up and back with that right arm. So the only thing we're trying to make sure of here, we don't straighten the leg up. We still got that bend in the knee, and we're not collapsing forward in the chest. We want to bring that right shoulder back. One more breath in. And as we exhale, we're going to come to side angle. So the right forearm will come to the thigh, and the hand to the chair. And now we're going to bring that left shoulder back. Reach on up. If it feels better for your shoulder to reach back, you can do that. You can even bring the hand to the hip. Just focus on bringing this left shoulder back. breath in. Let it out. Inhale back to the warrior two. Straighten the front leg out now. Left hand to the hip. And we're going to reach forward over our chair. And as you do, your hips are going to slightly turn towards the chair. And we're reaching out as far as we can. And now that hand can either come to the thigh or maybe to the chair. And we open up in triangle. So both our legs are straight. We're reaching up. But again, if it feels better for the shoulder to take the arm back or bring the hand to the hip, you can do that too. And on this one, make sure the butt stops sticking up. Bring those hips in so they're right underneath your shoulders. One more breath in. Let it out. Inhale, coming back into the warrior two. Exhale, hands come to the chair. Step back to the plank. Forward for the up dog as you inhale. Exhale, back, down dog. Take a couple more breaths. Nice deep inhale. Let it out. Nice deep inhale. Let it out. And now we're going to step that left foot forward now. And now that right heel is going to drop to the floor. So your right foot is pointing up towards the right corner of your mat. Our left foot is going to walk towards the middle of the mat. So we're trying to line up the back of the left heel with the middle of our right foot. And we come up to our warrior two on this side. So you're opening up to the right. And we're looking right over our left hand. And we're going to hold here for a few breaths. One more breath in. Let it out. And then we'll add some movement. Inhale, straighten the front leg. Reach up, maybe look up. Exhale, look back down. Inhale, come on up. Exhale, back down. One more. Inhale on up. Exhale, back down. And then we'll turn that left hand towards the ceiling. Right hand comes to the hip. And we reach up and back with that left arm. Reversing the warrior. One more breath in. Exhale, we're going to come into side angle. So the left forearm will come to the thigh, or the hand to the chin. We open up, bringing that right shoulder back down. Reaching up with the arm. And you always have the option to take the arm back, or the hand to the hip. Feels better for your shoulder. One more breath in. Exhale, just let it out. And inhale back to the warrior two. Exhale, hands to the chair. Step back to the plank. Forward for the up dog as you inhale. Exhale back, down dog. Nice deep breath in. Let it out. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, walking forward. Halfway lift. Exhale, forward. Inhale, nice and slow, all the way up. Exhale, nice to hot center. All right. So, we're going to come to the side of our chair now. So just making sure you have it there to grab if you need. inside leg closest to the chair is the one you're going to stand on. And one day I was playing around with some movement in the hip, so I'm going to try that again today. So we're going to start by bringing this outside leg knee up to hip height. And then we're going to open it up to the side, but make sure your hips still point forward. And then we're going to bring it down. Knee comes up to hip height, open out to the side, bring it down. Line up, open out, bring it down. 2 more. Up, out, down. Up, out, down. So now we're going to go the opposite way. So again, just make sure the hips stay forward the whole time, not twisting with the hips. So we're going to start out, come in, drop down. Out, in, drop down. Out, in, drop down. 2 more. Out, in, drop down. Out, in, drop down. Nice. So we're going to go to the other side. Same thing. Now the other leg, we'll start by coming up. We'll just go into hip height. Come on out, drop down. Up, out, down. Up, out, down. 2 more. Up, out, down. Up, out. Good. Opposite way now. Out, forward, down, out, forward, down, out, forward, down. 2 more. Out, forward, down, out, forward, down. Good. Shake it up. So going back to the other side, this is where we're going to come into tree. Always a good one to practice. So, again, balancing on the leg closest to the chair, the outside foot. You can keep the toes on the ground and have the heel come to the ankle. You can have the foot come up to the calf, or you can even have the foot come up into the inner thigh. You just don't want to press on the knee. So, same idea. Hips are going to stay forward. We're sitting up nice and tall. And this is just see how far you can go with it. Everything I say is just an option. You don't have to take it. So maybe you just hold it on with the fingertips. Maybe I just let you go for a few seconds. Maybe the hands are coming to heart center. But it helps to steady your eyes at a point and keep the breath moving. If you're feeling steady still, maybe the arms come up. Maybe shift your focus a little higher towards the ceiling. Maybe you take 1 breath and close the eyes. 1 more breath in. Nice and slow. Bring it on down. Shake it up. And then we'll go to the other side. So same options. Toes on the ground, heel at the ankle. Just kind of open up the hip. Foot at the calf, or foot at the inner thigh. This is equal pressure that we're pushing together. And we're sitting up nice and tall, hips forward. And again, maybe it's just letting go of the chair for a couple moments. Maybe the hands are at heart center. Steady the breath, steady your eyes. And then maybe we come on up. And always check the low leg, so you're rounding forward a little. It's the chest coming up. You want to try and lift the chest here. Maybe you shift your focus a little higher towards the ceiling. Maybe you take 1 breath and close the eyes. 1 more breath in. Exhale, nice and slow. Bring it down. Shake it out. And then we'll come to a seat. How we do? Good. All right. So, I'm going to take my right foot now, cross it over my left knee. Toes are pointing forward. We're getting into the outer hips now. So maybe it's enough to just press down at the thigh, and you'll feel that stretch. Right, it's out in glute. Or maybe you're hinging forward at the hips, getting deeper into the stretch. But just be aware of the knee. You don't want to feel any pain in the knee. If you're feeling anything in the knee, release some of the tension. If you need more still, you can start hugging that left thigh towards the chest. And again, you always want to make sure you're not forcing anything in this leg. We're just going to hold here for a few breaths. One more breath in. Exhale, release. Now I'm just going to straighten out that leg now. Point the toes up towards the ceiling. Now I'm going to hinge forward. So now we're getting into the hamstrings now. So from the side, and this looks like I'm doing this. Right leg is straight. I'm feeling it right behind. Again, not going to the point where it's painful. Just enough to feel the stretch. One more breath in. Exhale, come on out, release. And you're going to take that same leg now, and you're going to feed it under the chair, get it on top of the foot. You're going to grab the center of the seat. You're going to slowly start to lean back until you start feeling that stretch come down over the hip, down the thigh. One more breath in. Exhale, release. Straighten it up. All right. Going to the other leg now. So my left leg comes over my right knee. Toes are pointing forward. And again, maybe it's just a gentle press on the thigh. Or maybe we're hinging forward until we feel that stretch in the outer hip. If you need more still, start hugging that right thigh towards the chest. And I say constantly, make sure you're not feeling anything in the knee. Release some of the tension if you are. One more breath in. Exhale, release. Line across the leg, and then straighten it out. Toes point up towards the ceiling. And we're starting to hinge forward now. Just enough to feel the stretch behind the leg. Get into the hamstring. One more breath in. Exhale, release. Take that leg, feet it under the chair, get it on top of the foot, grab in the center of our seat, and then we start to lean back until we feel that stretch come over the hip and down the thigh. It's always a great one to do throughout the day, especially if you're sitting a lot. And these hip flexors stretched out. One more breath in. Exhale, release. Shake it up. All right. So coming into our final pose now, Savasana. So just finding a comfortable seat. And you're always welcome to take it on the floor, laying down, bring your feet up on the chair if you wanted to. But just find a position where you can be comfortable for the next few minutes. Closing the eyes. Just like the beginning of class, relaxing the muscles in the face. Letting the shoulders come down away from the ears. If you're in your seat, just letting the hands fall to the thighs. And just keeping the attention on the mat. Notice the different sensations on the body. That's the beginning of class. Hopefully things are a little looser. Feel a little better. Take notice of the breath again. Nice steady breaths. Trying to find that even breath again. That time you take the inhale, matches your exhale. And then it's just sitting in that stillness, in quietness. The next few moments just coming to complete relaxation. Nice deep breath in. Let it out. And just keeping the eyes closed. Let's just sit up nice and tall. If you're on the floor at home, maybe just bringing the knees in towards the chest. Gently rolling to one side. Slowly coming back up. Take your time. We're just going to take a couple more breaths here. Center my hands to heart center. Thank you all for joining me this morning. Thank everyone at home. Namaste. Have a great rest of the week. Be safe. Thank you. No. It's not entirely sure, but you're welcome. Thanks for coming. Bye.